Hi Slay Bunnies, welcome to my channel. So today I created a little, brown kind of smoky look. And if you want to see how I did this look, and also this video is me testing out those boxycharm items in my previous video. So do keep watching because I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me to work, because today is a work day for me. I have makeup to do and I have to head down to the Southlands, and I'm going to be wearing this concealer from my boxycharm and these products during the day, and I'll tell you guys how it held up. So do keep watching. So of course I'm going to prime my eyelids with my Juvia's Place Concealer first and blend that out, you know the drill. So look at this Ace Beauty palette, you know it's gorgeous. So first I'm going to apply the shade called Horizon, which is such a pretty orange shade, and I'm packing and blending that onto the crease area, and I'm blending it upwards close to my brows. So as you can see, the shadow is super pigmented and easy to blend. Next I'm going in with the shade called Grand Canyon, which is a kind of burnt orange shade, and I'm applying that on the crease area and blending it upwards, but I'm not going to take it up as high as I went with the first shade because I want to create a gradient effect. So then I'm going to go in with the shade called Pyramid, which is a beautiful brown, and I'm doing this on the crease as well, and again I'm going to blend that even lower down than I did with Grand Canyon. So now I'm going to take the shade called Fade, which is such a nice chocolate brown, and I'm going to press that on to the outer areas of my lid. And I'm going to take that shade into the corners, the inner corners. I'm not going to go all the way, I'm going to leave a little gap. So now I'm going to place the shade Serengeti on that gap where I left, and I'm pressing in that beautiful gold shimmer pigment, and oh my god you guys, the shimmers in this palette, they are all to die for. They're so pigmented. These will look great even if you use your fingers to apply them on the lid. I just love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Fade on my lower lash area, and I'm just smoking it out. I'm getting wild with it, I don't need to do it neat because I have to clean up the area when I do concealer. Then I'm using the shade Horizon after that, and boom, I look like a raccoon. So now I'm going to prime my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And now it's time to put the Pretty Vulgar Concealer to the test. So there's no smell or anything in the concealer, and the shade is really nice. Guys, I'm doing a different technique today. I'm not putting foundation and then concealer. I'm using concealer. I'll use minimal foundation. So I'm just putting the concealer in my areas I want to highlight and conceal, and then I'll be blending this all out. So with this technique, I realized the less foundation you use, the better your face looks. It does not cake up or anything like that. I am Amrezy did this on Instagram and I instantly went and tested it out and I love the way it turned out. Of course, I did this with my e.l.f. concealer, so that's why I love the way it turned out. It did not cake up or anything. So as you can see with one layer, I'm still seeing my dark circles a bit. So I'm going to put a second little coat just in that area. And right away, you can see it layers well. And this concealer blends beautifully. It's definitely easy to work with. So next I'm going in with my Graftobian palette. This is the cream foundation and I'm going in with a dark shade to do a little cream contour. I don't usually do cream contour because I don't really need it as my face is slim, but I want to show you guys how to do it. So I'm just doing my forehead, my nose, you know, all of that. So now it's time to blend it out and I'm using a nice fluffy brush to blend the nose contour out. And as you can see, there's a huge difference already. So I'm taking a nice bigger brush to blend out my forehead and my cheeks. And now for the foundation, I'm using the LA Girl foundation. I'm using a tiny bit. I put too much on my hand. I'm not going to use all that. So I'm just putting that foundation in the areas where I had no product. So what this technique does is basically you're marrying the foundation into where the contour and all of that met, and it just gives you a nice flawless look and a flawless transition between your contour and your foundation. I know it's looking a little light, but the foundation oxidizes. So I'm gonna set my face with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And you guys know this is my Ride or Die setting powder, and it's gonna brighten up my highlighted areas nicely. I'm putting that all where, you know, I get a little creasing. So now I'm going in with the Photo Focus Deep, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Deep setting powder, and I'm gonna put that in the areas where I did the contour. Don't worry, it's looking a little scary right now, but that's gonna dust away, and I'm pressing and dusting away the excess powder now. So now I'm gonna apply some blush, and I'm using the Ciate London blush. I just obsessed with this blush all of a sudden. So now I'm gonna line my eyes, and I'm using my Hank and Henry Blickety Black eyeliner, and this is just so easy to use and make a wing. It's so precise, and I want my wing to be quite dramatic, so I'm making it thick and a little far out. So there you have it on the other eye. Looks amazing. So I'm just touching up the powder underneath because I blended out too much with concealer. I kind of covered it up, so I want to put it back. And I'm going to just line my under eye with a gel pencil liner because I want it to look super smoky. Now I'm going to put on some mascara, and I'll use the AOA Skinny Mascara for my bottom lashes. So next I'm gonna do my brows off camera. So now I'm going in with this beautiful gold shade in the top of the palette, and I am actually gonna highlight my cheekbones with it. Yes, you heard me. And I love this gold for my cheekbones. It's the perfect gold tone for my skin tone. And I'm highlighting my nose and my brow bone area with it as well. So now I'm going to set my face with the Beauty Creations setting spray. I just can't tell you how much I just love the way this smells. And now I'm going to apply my liquid lipstick, and it's the Queen liquid lipstick which I received in the boxycharm. And look at that shade. It's such a perfect peachy nude. So that's basically the look I created. So first of all, let me tell you about the palette. This Ace Beauty palette is like so pigmented. I am in love. I definitely think I will need to be buying more Ace Beauty palettes because I'm actually lost for words. I don't get lost for words, people. I'm a chatterbox. So this palette is that good. It blended like a dream. The color payoff was amazing. There was no fallout, which is like so rare with super pigmented palettes. Because I mean, my Jeffree Star is amazing. The two Jeffree Star palettes I have, but I mean, they have so much fallout, as well as the Anastasia Beverly Hills. But this is next level shit. So let's talk about the Pretty Vulgar Concealer. It blended amazing, I am going to say that, but one coat was definitely not covering up, you know, my dark spots under my eyes too well. I had to go in with a second layer. I love the doe foot applicator. I love the way it's shaped, so it reaches nicely in the corners of your eyes if you need it to. But the whole two-layer thing, I hate cakey makeup, so to me, putting two layers is like probably saying, okay, this could get cakey. But on the bright side, it did layer well. So I went ahead and I did two layers, as you can see, and that actually worked. The circles covered up nicely, and I would say yes, it's out of 10 I would give it 8, just because of the fact that I had to go in with two layers. But the concealer itself blends amazing, and the color boxycharm sent me was the middle ground, number 63, and I have to say that that's a super match for me. However, I do like my concealers a little more brightening, as I love to brighten that area under my eye, and this was just a good match. So would I say it's a brightening concealer for me? No, I'd have to go up a shade for that. But okay, so that's my thoughts on the concealer. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you guys about the Queen liquid lipstick. I definitely think this is my perfect nude shade. I was expecting it to come off a little bit darker on me, but it turns out it's very light. But nevertheless, it works out as a great nude shade for me. I still love it a lot. So moving on now. So as you guys saw, I used the Beauty Creation setting spray. So I'm going to pack up my stuff now. I'm headed down to South to do a makeup look for my friend, and well, we shall see how my makeup holds up. And as you guys can see, I did a new technique in my foundation work today because I saw Amarizi doing this, and I thought it makes so much sense because the more foundation you use, the more cakey you get. So I'm gonna see if my makeup settles in my smile lines, which is a major problem for me, and it cakes up there because I use minimal foundation. So we'll see how this technique works. We'll see how the setting spray works, and you know, let's continue. See if I get any creasing anything under my eyes during the course of the day. So keep watching. So guys, I am headed to South. Just left home. I popped on a little neon pink in the inner corners of my eye because it's only after I did the filming of the makeup video then I realized I had a neon pink to match my shirt. So I decided to pop it on so I kind of change up the whole look a bit, and I think this is looking great. So let's go to the Southlands. So you guys, trying to come out to the highway, and she wants this way. The sky is clear. On the other side, it's looking like some rain about to come down. I'm praying that it have no rain in south when I go. I really pray. Well, how unfortunate for me. I now join the highway, and as you guys could see, there is a lot of rain. Looking like it have a lot of rain further down the road. It's just drizzling here, but I guess a lot of rain down south. Boo hoo. Okay, so good news. I'm nearly Davy, and the weather is actually clearing up here. So yay, things turning around, guys. So guys, I am leaving Davy now. I finished my work, and this is a look at how my makeup. Yes, I know I'm driving, but this is a look at how my makeup looks after how many hours I'm sweating down and all of that. I had a little bit of creasing. I still think my skin got a little bit oily, so we'll zoom in. Under my eyes looks pretty good, so I think that the concealer, I would have to say, passed the test for me. When I get home to Chaguanas, I will check in with you guys again. I'll wait a while. I'm keeping the makeup on for some time, and we'll see how it looks then. So guys, I'm home. It's been some hours now. Let's check it now, shall we? Okay, it's been over 8 hours now since I applied my makeup. And let's take a look at my under eyes, because the real test today is really how good this concealer wears. I already know that the setting spray isn't gonna hold me up after 8 hours. I would say it was mattifying for around 8 hours. After that, well, oil starts speaking through. So, but I mean, how often do you wear your makeup more than 8 hours a day, right? So I still think I do love the setting spray regardless of me getting oily past the 8 hour mark. So the concealer, as you guys can see, I don't have any creasing going on, so I definitely impressed with the concealer. I have a lot of settling in my lines on my mouth area. And that's the concealer I put there. Because as you know, I didn't really use foundation in that area. I used concealer in this area of my face. So that you see in there is really concealer. Now, I tried this makeup technique using my e.l.f. concealer. And I have to say that with the e.l.f. concealer, I didn't have any settling of product in my smile lines. So, would I say that this concealer is 10 out of 10? No. For reasons being, you have to layer it on to get coverage. And the second reason why is because it does settle into lines. I think that I don't really have bad lines under my eyes. That's probably why I do have a problem under the eye area. But will I use this concealer for that makeup technique? No, I won't be applying it in this area. I'll stick to using my e.l.f. for that. So in a nutshell, I still do like the concealer a lot, and the setting spray, yes. So that's basically all I have for you on this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to insert a little picture up there showing you the makeup I did for my client today, where she went to her maternity shoot. I hope you guys like how it looks. You want to see more of my work, you guys know what to do. So do check out my Instagram handle, candy.b.mua, and check out my business pages as well on Facebook and Instagram. Slay by Candy B. And remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and again, subscribing is only $3.99. And also, it's always better to be late than ugly. That's my motto, girls and guys. Bye.